This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Well, he winds up debuting for WrestleMania at WrestleMania 6. He gets a win over Hercules, and from there, Earthquake gets the biggest break of his career, and well, most careers, when you start a feud with Hulk Hogan. Their feud starts in May of 1990. The Earthquake character would attack Hulk Hogan from behind on a show you might have heard of, Bruce. It's the Brother Love Show. And Earthquake winds up hitting Hulk several times with his Earthquake Splash. And this is all done because Hulk's going to be out of action for several months because he's off to film the movie Suburban Commando. You were there when all this happened. What'd you think of the segment and the way it was shot and put together, and what followed up with the whole Get Well Hulk promotion that you guys did?
Tremendous, man. It was so damn good. And I was able to garner a shitload of heat off of that segment because it was on the Brother Love Show and I was cheering him on. So his Earthquake came and I cheered every single splash to Hulk, and Hulk laid there and sold it. And I just tried to get rub some of that heat off on me as much as we possibly could. But it was a different way. It was the first time that we did something on the set like that with a big star. And we had done the Boss Man angle where it was kind of off the side to the set. And this was, oh my God, it's this solid, that has no give. So it was pretty good, and it was able to take Hulk out. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. And Hulk was able to go do his movie, take that time away, and come back and have a ready-made opponent just simmering on the pot for him when he came back and was ready to go.
I absolutely loved it. This Get Well Hulk promotion where fans were writing in, and I think you guys may have even did like a bracelet thing. I remember in the era, but Tugboat is begging for sympathy from these little Hulksters, little Hulkamaniacs. But in reality, what was the plan for the company here with this campaign?
Well, I mean, the plan was, good Lord, you get a mailing list to be able to send out catalogs to and have fans ready made to be able to be the first to get the new merchandise, damn it, and sell magazines and everything else. But the other idea behind it was Tugboat, who was doing the company, and Tugboat had come in to try and make Tugboat the next Hulk and that next big baby face, and then eventually turn Tugboat heel into Chic Tugboat to get to our WrestleMania 7 program.
So tremendous. I mean, the genius behind, hey, how can we sell some more shit? Well, we could ship catalogs like everybody else. I mean, Lord knows that's how Sears Roebuck has made it all these years. Remember, this is pre-internet. And you guys do a letter writing campaign. Hey kids, don't you want to support Hulkster? Send him a letter here. And magically, they start finding out about new Hulk Hogan jackets and bandanas and lunchboxes. It's just tremendous.
The public service.
Great stuff, man. I mean, really ahead of its time. We should also mention that, if you want more info on the whole proposed Chic Tugboat angle, if that just blew your mind, you should go listen to our WrestleMania 7 episode. It is phenomenal. Let's talk about the big payoff though. Hulk Hogan does come back to get revenge with Earthquake at SummerSlam 1990. Hulk picks up a win by countout in 13 minutes and 9 seconds. Meltzer would say that Hulk appeared to be around 270 pounds and looked way small next to Earthquake. Of course, he's been doing a movie here, but instead of it being a clean finish, it is a DQ finish. Of course, the megaphone's involved, and so is Jimmy Hart. And chat me up though. This is weird, at least in modern times, I think maybe, but although pay-per-view and TV were a big deal in that era too, the real money, or at least that's the way it was perceived at the time, was in the house show business. So you didn't want to necessarily give away a clean finish here if you thought maybe we could milk some more out of this angle and tour the country with these guys on top, right?
Well, Hulk's return was at the end of the summer, and we hadn't had the opportunity to take the match on the road yet. So for live events, Hulk versus Earthquake would be a new match. And most of the time before we got to pay-per-view, you would either have a different match, or if it was, it would kind of be the blow-off on pay-per-view. And this worked exactly the opposite. The first match was on pay-per-view. Then they went into the live events and took them around the horn. So you really you didn't want to get that decisive win and have Hulk be the hero here. You needed to continue the heat between the two and continue to make sure that people want to see the Hulkster get to the goddamn Earthquake.
Earthquake takes a few chair shots after the match here, and his back is showing those shots pretty vividly. It's worth going back and checking out. I mean, to see, I don't know, 2.25 stars. I got to tell you, the Earthquake Hulk Hogan storyline. I mean, I know we're going to sort of start moving away from it. This one was a major one in my childhood. I mean, me and all of my friends, we were all about this, and it feels like it lasted a lot longer than it really did. They weren't exactly done. I mean, at Survivor Series 90, Earthquake would captain a team consisting of Dino Bravo, Barbarian, Haku, and Hogan's team has Tugboat, Bossman, and Jim Duggan. And during the match, Earthquake would eliminate Bossman, and Quake is eliminated when he and Tugboat are both counted out of the ring. And they would next meet up at the Royal Rumble match where they're the last two in, and Hulk would eliminate Earthquake. But it feels like there may have been a little more meat on the bone in this Hogan Earthquake feud just based on the tremendous way it was set up. Do you think that was scrapped too soon?
Well, let me put it this way. They definitely could have got more out of it. The reason that it kind of went away was simply because of the Sergeant Slaughter issue and all the Iraqi issue that we had going on at the time. And you needed to move Hulk beyond that. So yes, it definitely could have gone on longer, but there was something else a little bit hotter at the time and timeliness as far as angles go.
Yeah, the dreadful Iraqi horseshit. Over the next few months, Earthquake's not really involved in
Genius.
Not really involved in a ton of stuff. He defeats Greg Valentine at WrestleMania 7. And I don't know, it's got to feel, I mean, if you're John Tenta, don't you feel a little defeated here? Like, not shitting on Greg Valentine, but damn, you've been working with Hulk Hogan on pay-per-views and now, well, not so much.
Well, I think, yeah, anytime you go from working with the number one guy in the company to anybody else, it's going to be less than. But at the same time, Tenta was a big heel that could hold his own, and he was someone that was able to hold his own because he was so big and he could move.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.